Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back for another track guide, this time at Daytona Road Course in the F3 on iRacing. Really fun combo. I'd never actually driven around here before this, but I saw that it was on the schedule, so I jumped on and did a quick 20 minutes to try and put a guide together for you guys. Right, if you're new to my channel, we do a hot lap, a breakdown lap, and then we're back in the cockpit one final time with the driving line on. This is using the iRacing fixed setup, so the iRacing Daytona setup, as will be used in the fixed series. Right, let's start the lap. Okay, let's start the hot lap. So over on the right hand side, in sixth gear, we're coming up to T1, the Coulson straight, all the way down to third gear here, getting on the gas nice and early, long trail off as you can see there on the traces. Go up through the gears, keeping it as straight as possible. I'm going to drop it all the way down to second, so a nice wide entry, late apex. On the gas as early as possible. We're going to get round to the left here through turn 5. Nice wide entry into 6, same as last time, all the way down to second gear. And you'll see I had a bit of a tank slapper on the way out of here, but it only cost me about a tenth. It was time limited this morning getting this out for you guys. Just third gear through turn 7. And we're trying to keep it as low down to the yellow line here as possible. Using the banking. Over to the right hand side. So brake light but long, down to fourth gear, little blurt, and then back on the gas. Through the final 2 apexes. Again, just holding it down low. Very simple, very straightforward lap. Down below the apron, as it would be a poly lap, and that's allowed. Park up somewhere safe. And let's do the breakdown lap. Rightio, let's do the breakdown lap. So, it's tricky, this first one. So, once I go past this light stanchion in the top right of the screen that you can see, I start my turn in, and then my braking zone is once I'm basically over this big seam that's right in front of my car now. So, as I get over the seam in the middle of the road, that's when I brake up to about 60%. I drop down through the gears, 6th down to 5th, down to 4th, down to 3rd. Now, as you can see, I'm still trailing off. I'm still down at 5% brake pressure at this point. As I come off to 0, that's when I get back on the gas, just letting the car straighten up before I'm back up to 100%. Quite a slippy corner in this car. Going across these rumble strips and these ones. Over to the left-hand side, and we're looking for the 100-meter marker on the right-hand side, as you can see there. That's going to be our braking marker here. We brake up to about 60%, and again, drop it down to 4th and then 3rd before we start the turn in. Long trail off, down to second gear. Once we're off the brakes, we're back on the gas. And again, we're wanting to apex and get on the gas as soon as possible. Absolutely flat out through turn 5 here. And the brake marker for turn 6 is this entry road on the left-hand side. So once we're halfway through this entry road, again, we brake up to about 70%, wipe off that speed in the straight line, drop it all the way down to second gear, late apex, wanting to just kiss this rumble strip on the right-hand side, start building back on the power. Now, I went up to full power a little bit early, so I'm back up at full power now. And now, as you can see, I ended up having to fight the car quite substantially. I kept my foot in it, and then everything was fine. But it did cost me about a tenth. Next braking marker is basically, it's in between these 2 roads on the right-hand side. You've just got this little spit or this little finger of grass out on the right-hand side. And that's when we brake again up to about 70%, dropping it down to 3rd gear. And we're just feeling for the grip, feeling for the grip. I'm trying not to get on the gas too early this time because I don't want to lose the rear again. And now there's only one more braking zone to go. And yeah, if you do like the driving line, stay with me, and that's coming up after. So we count down through the 3, through the 2 coming up here, and it's just before the 1 sign on the right hand side. We're going to brake up to about 55%, as you can see. I'm going to trail that off down to the first apex. I'm going to drop it down to 4th, and then as my car settles here and I straighten up the wheel after the first apex, I'm going to do a quick blip of gas and then just reduce that so that I can rotate the car and get back up to 100% nice and early. So through these next 2 apexes on the chicane, in the bus stop, I'm just flat out. Now this bit, any Seb could do it. It's just holding it down towards the yellow line. And then on this flat bit, yeah, for qualifying, you can just run below the yellow, just like in Draft Masters, and over and across the line. 140.35. Right, driving line version coming up. As always, thanks for your continued support. I've been Sambo iRacing, and I'll see you guys in the week. Cheers.